Hello, everyone. Happy Tarot Tuesday for the first time in 2 weeks? I think it was gone 2 weeks. So that first week, I just didn't feel great. And last week we were on spring break. We went to visit family in Virginia, and we had a really good time. Enjoyed some beautiful weather and some not so beautiful weather, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. We saw a lot of family and had some good food, and I'm always down for some good food. I'm just straightening up my desk because my cats have pretty much taken it over with me not using it. As you can see, like cat hair floating all over the place. I should have cleaned this a little bit better, but we're good. It's all good. So how is everybody? Hey, Amber. My hair's gotten long. Yeah, I cut it probably it's been probably a good 6 months. So yeah, it's cut it like to here when I cut it, and now it's grown quite a bit. I need to dye it again. My roots are starting to come in a little bit. So I hope everyone is doing good. I'm just kind of straightening up, get everything right. Hey, Elizabeth. Y'all can hear me good, right? Hey, Tammy. Okay, so let me get my phone out of here. We're gonna wait until the summer. Oh, okay, summer wedding. Move my main screen over. And then my sister and nephew are in town from Alaska this week, so we've been hanging out with them the last couple nights. We haven't really had much downtime, but I'm starting to kind of catch up a little bit on some exhaustion from traveling. Feels good to kind of just chill tonight. Do my Tarot Tuesday. I almost canceled it so I could hang out with her again tonight, but I was like, no, I can't do it again. But that's okay. We're gonna do tacos at our house here tomorrow night for everybody. So that'll be fun. What else is going on? There's not really anything else going on. I've helped my brother. Somewhat helped my brother. He just moved to Alabama, to Montgomery. He got a job at a civil rights museum, which is super awesome. We got a tour while we were down there. My sound is on, so it's like echoing. I hope you guys don't hear it. But I got a tour of his new job, and that was really fun. And we got to see kind of around where he's living. He's got the cutest house ever. It's so him. But that was a lot of fun. Hopefully we get to go back soon with the kids, because it was just me and my parents that went. What else is going on? Nothing else is really going on. I'm a boring person, you guys. I'm sorry. The kids had their school pictures, their spring pictures done today. Pretty much it, though. I'm so boring. My kitty cats missed me, which was a good feeling when we came back, because we were gone for like 7 or 8 days. And Freya, my black cat, has been like on me this whole time. She sleeps with me, like snuggles up to me every single night. So sweet. She never does that. Alright. Enough about boring old me. We are gonna get into it. Have you guys watched, I say it's enough boring stuff. Anyways, have you guys watched Tyler Henry, the like celebrity medium? He has a new show. Like he was a medium for the celebrities. But he has a new show on Netflix called Life After Death, I think is what it's called. So freaking good. I've binged it the last couple days, and I was actually crying. It was so sad, but he like seems legit. I love his energy and everything about him, but I just want to scream at him sometimes, like, you need to protect yourself. He talks about like how he does these readings and he gets so exhausted, and he like legitimately like shuts down for a couple days after the readings because it takes a lot out of him. um he's got to learn to protect himself a little bit better, but he's so awesome. I would love to see him live. To get a reading from him would be amazing. I want to be a medium. I'm working on it a little bit. I have a feeling that I'm not able to because of like my own setbacks. Like I feel like if you're not able to do it, you have some sort of something keeping you from being able to speak to spirits. And I feel like it might be like maybe a little bit of fear of what you might hear or what you might see or something like that might hold you back, and that could be like a subconscious fear of mine that might be holding me back. I don't know. Hi, Astrid. Got my kitties. I've got Astrid literally right at my feet, and I have Freya sitting on my office chair like 5 feet from me. I don't know where Luna is. I don't see her anywhere in here, but anyways. Number 1. I did one reading that lasted 2 hours. Never again. You did the reading yourself. Like you were reading for somebody. I feel like I'm horrible about not protecting myself. Yeah, I'm really bad about it. I used to protect myself every single time I did tarot readings, and I have not been recently because I'm pretty much getting ready up until I'm here. But yeah, protection is so important, and I keep saying I'm going to do a video on protection. I swear I'm going to. Swear I will. It's just when I have the energy for it, I guess. Anyways, so 1 through 10. If you haven't been here before, hi, I'm Mandy, and I talk a lot. If you haven't been here before, I do 10 general readings. If you're watching or if you're watching the replay, you can pick a card or a number, multiple numbers, and that card correlates to your message. And then anyone who's in the chat live, I will do personal readings for, specifically for them. So let me know if you're here. If you haven't, I've been reading since I was 13. I'm 60. You are not 60, Elizabeth. I swear I thought you were like in your 30s, maybe 40s. There's no way you're 60. You seem so young when I talk to you. Your energy is young. It's your own setbacks. Fear has a lot to do with it. I'll message you all about it. Good. Definitely message me about it. It's something that I really want to get into it. And it could even be that, it could be that I want to read spirits kind of for more personal reasons, and it might be kind of selfish, because I've lost my aunt. We've lost my husband's grandmothers, and my grandmother on my dad's side, and I have a lot of people I would love to talk to again. And it could be that I'm just wanting it for selfish reasons. I don't know, maybe. A lot of things could be holding me back. But anyways, so I keep digressing, but here we go. 1 through 10. Number 1, Sun. Super happy energy, good positive things are oozing in just full happiness, good times, nothing bad. So if you're going through kind of a rough spot, that happy time is coming for sure. Number 2, Ace of Swords, and it's in reverse. Don't we love reverse cards? So Ace of Swords is an opportunity to take action on something. And when it's in reverse, something's stopping you from doing that, or it might be a blockage of that energy. But in this case, I feel like it's something that's stopping you. Like you have an opportunity to take action on something, but something's holding you back, whether that's you holding yourself back, saying like, oh, I don't know if I want to do it. I don't know if I want to take that leap and just kind of like go for it, or take that action to be able to get towards something. Or it could be somebody else that's holding you back, saying, no, don't do it. It's not a good idea. But in your mind, you're thinking like, it is a good idea. Maybe I should do it. That energy is definitely there. I was afraid at first not to use the cards, but I took my time. It gets easier. I feel like, and I didn't even know that Tyler, I don't know if you guys watch him or not, but I didn't know that he does tarot readings too. He was doing a tarot reading for himself before a spiritual reading, and I thought it was interesting, like his interpretations of the cards that he was pulling. I would love to integrate like spiritual readings into my tarot readings, and I feel like sometimes I do tap into something where I just kind of like have this sense of knowledge of something that I have no clue about. I don't know how I would know it. Claircognizance, is that what it is? I haven't tapped into it as much, and I haven't really like focused on it to kind of grow that, but that could be part of it too. Anyways, number 3 is Page of Pentacles. So Page of Pentacles is all about like this potential, all this good potential energy that's coming for you. This kind of like a gift. Things are starting to fall into place and things are really looking up, and there's so much potential for you at the moment. But just make sure that you're kind of watching. You can tell on this card, this, I can get it right. In this card, he's looking at the coin and it's not going to focus. Come on now. He's looking at the coin and he's not really paying attention to this vine. I'm horrible at this, you guys. I'm sorry. There we go. That's a little bit better. So he's paying attention to the coin, the good thing that's happening and all the good potential and all the good stuff that's going on, but he's not paying attention to the vine that's kind of wrapping around him. So all of this potential, it could go really well. Just make sure that you're kind of watching your blind spots and not missing little things. Comes with time, for sure. I know it definitely does. And practice, a lot of honing in on it and really like developing that. I really need to work on it. Number 4 is the Chariot, and it is in reverse. So the Chariot is all about kind of taking life by the wheel, taking the wheel and steering life how you want it to go, steering your way down the path, making sure that you're in control of where you're going at all times. With it being upside down, someone's keeping you from doing that. Someone is kind of holding you back with their own judgment and their own opinions on things and how you should do things. I feel like with the Chariot, when it's upside down, it's more of like a warning, like, hey, do things how you want to do them. Stop letting other people control you and make sure that you're in control of your car. You're steering your car, your life, how you want it to go. So make sure that you're not letting other people hold you back. Number 5 is 6 of Wands. Hold your head up high. Hold your chin up, because you know that you've worked on everything. You've had all your ducks in a row. You've gotten everything up until this point, and you are ready to embark on your journey. You've done all the preparation. You've done everything that you needed to do, so you can hold your head up high knowing that you're on the right path, for sure. Number 6, Wheel of Fortune. So isn't the Wheel of Fortune like the game show? It is. The Wheel of Fortune is constantly turning. So we're getting good fortune, we're getting bad fortune, and it's kind of like this never-ending turn of the wheel that's going on. Sometimes we have good times, sometimes we have bad times, and the bad times sometimes have to happen so we can appreciate the good times a little bit better. So when it comes to the Wheel of Fortune and a card reading, what you're going through now, whether you have really bad fortune and everything just kind of has been seeming like it's been happening to you, the wheel is constantly turning. So just know that there is some good fortune on the other side of it. You're not always going to be stuck on that bad fortune. Sometimes you might have to kind of turn that wheel a little bit yourself. It might be getting a little bit creaky, but think positively and you're going to be able to get that good fortune right back. General and relationship. Going through a rough patch lately. Definitely. Number 7 is 8 of Pentacles. Keep consistent with what you're doing. You've already planted the seeds for what you're trying to accomplish. You've been watering and taking care of things, and there's these big, beautiful flowers that are growing and things are really looking up. Don't stop. Keep going. Make it better. It might be really good right now, but if you pick those flowers, they're going to just rot in a few days anyway. So just keep planting or keep watering your garden, your flowers, whatever, and keep consistent. Don't slack off on it. Make sure that you're keeping going and things are going to keep getting better and better. So they look good now. Just keep going and it'll get even better. Number 8 is 5 of Wands in reverse. 5 of Wands usually has to do with like a struggle, drama, people trying to compete to be the best or the top or the lead of, they're fighting for power, they're fighting for the lead of a group or whatever the case may be. They might be trying to force their own opinion to be able to make a decision in a group of people, and everyone's kind of like fighting over how they want things to go. With it being upside down, I personally feel like that means that you might be the cause of it. Get out of it. Seriously, because when everyone's constantly like fighting for what they want to happen, and you're in the middle of that, and then kind of no one really gets anywhere. So if you kind of take a step back, just let everyone else make a fool out of themselves and figure it out amongst themselves, you can kind of jump in at the end and be like, hey, this is how we should do it. And usually works out a little bit better than constantly in the mix and fighting with everybody else. Ooh, number 9 is the Lovers. Upside down. The Lovers is a pretty self-explanatory card. If you are single, it might mean that you could have a spark in a relationship coming up. You might be meeting somebody that is going to be a lover for you. If you are already taken in a relationship, could be just kind of like a fresh start or just a new spark in the relationship. With it being upside down though, it's kind of like this stuck energy. You guys might be taking each other for granted. You might be, if you're in a relationship, and you might not be taking the time to appreciate each other. You might not be taking that time to kind of slow down and enjoy each other's company. If you're single, you might be ignoring a relationship that could be right there in front of you. You might be a close friend or somebody that you've been speaking with. That could be a potential lover, and you're not really allowing yourself to go there with that person. So might be kind of a time to open your eyes a little bit and maybe appreciate some people around you. And number 10 is the Page of Palaces. Page of Chalices. Palace is actually a word. I was thinking about it. I was like, palace is even a word, and it is. Page of Chalices. All about letting go of things and knowing what to let go of and just kind of releasing all of that. So regrets and things that you're holding on to that are just kind of like pulling you down and holding you from moving on from something. Past relationships, feelings for somebody that just it just isn't a thing anymore, or it's not going to happen, or it's not going to happen now, and you're just kind of like stuck on that person, or you're stuck on these emotions. Let it go. That is it for the 1 through 10. I will go ahead and do personal readings for everybody. There was not a lot of major arcana, so it might not be a crazy major big life lesson type of week, but let's see what these personal readings have to say. This thing is so gross. I probably need to run this through the wash. It's just got cat hair everywhere. All right, so who was here first? I think it was Amber, then Elizabeth, then Tammy. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I can't see the front of my chat anymore. Y'all are chatty. I love it. And I just want to take a second to thank you guys, because the 3 of you are almost always in like every single one of my readings, and I really appreciate you guys constantly coming back and supporting me. Love you guys. Elizabeth wants a love reading. Okay, Amber, you are first, and you want a general and relationship. Okay. Okay. Oh, Amber. Okay. We've got the Fool. We've got 7 of Swords. And we've got 2 of Wands in reverse. So, Amber, I feel like this is more the general. I'm not getting love from these, so let's pick these for general, and then I'll pull a couple more for love. You're definitely embarking on like a fresh new journey, something that you've never really done before. So these cards are saying, like, make sure that you kind of take on the naive energy of the Fool, not really worrying too much about risk, and just kind of going for it, and going for it so that you can learn the lessons that you need to learn. So going for it and not worrying about the risk. And if something bad comes of it, just know that it's a lesson that needed to be learned, kind of thing. Something fresh, something new, something that just kind of feels like this new journey for yourself. However, somebody doesn't have the best intentions. So the 7 of Swords is someone who's being sneaky, kind of being a trickster, someone who is going behind your back, someone who is lying, someone who might be, they might be presenting themselves as someone who's positive and who is trying to help you, and they might have different intentions. So I would definitely watch out for anybody who has those ill intentions around you. And then make sure that you're planning things, because the two of Wands is all about kind of like looking onward to what you're about to embark on. So this Fool, the new journey, looking outward and kind of seeing the path ahead of you and planning, and trying to figure out, okay, these are the things I want to get done. Let's start ironing out the details and the plans and figuring out how we're going to go about this and how I'm going to start on this journey and what path I'm going to take. Listen to your intuition. The moon is in the card for a reason. So definitely listen to your intuition, what your gut feeling is telling you. Go with your gut. And this card is in reverse because you might not be taking the time to plan out things. You might not be listening to your intuition and what your gut's telling you, like, hey, this is what I need to do. Make sure that you're listening to that. And that could, honestly, I really feel like it has to do with this person that's not really, got the best intentions. Now, it might not be that it's someone who's just like you need to completely shut them out of your life or something, but it's more like they have ulterior motives. And they honestly, I feel like they might be kind of trying to. They might be. They're the reason why this card's upside down. Honestly, I really feel like that energy is there. This person is causing you to doubt your intuition, your gut feelings, your opinion on how you want to do things, and they're keeping you from kind of going about it the right way. So definitely keep that in mind. And then love. Okay. Pretty much the same message. So, Ace of Wands, new opportunity, new, passion and creativity and inspiration and ideas that are kind of coming, and could have to do a lot with this, like listening to your intuition. I feel like that's kind of like these, I feel like are coinciding. Something isn't as it seems. And it could honestly be it could be like something that you might be thinking that the relationship is going a certain way, and you might even be thinking that the relationship is going in a bad way, and it's not. I feel like this trickster isn't in your relationship. I don't think it's Elizabeth. I think that it might have to do with your relationship though, and I don't know if there's someone in your life that might be kind of like trying to push you away from that or make you not make those decisions with her in mind. I don't feel like it's her that's the person with bad intentions. High Priestess, moon in the background. Listen to your gut feeling, seriously, because with the moon's also in the Fool too. The moon is in 3 cards, so definitely listen to your gut feeling. Your gut feeling is trying to tell you something. But with the High Priestess, it's really telling you to look inward, listen to your intuition because the moon's so big. Listen to your subconscious. Sometimes we get this little voice in our head that tells us things and we're not really sure where it comes from. But it just comes out of the blue. Listen to it because I feel like it's trying to tell you something. So I think the overall message is make sure that you're listening to your gut and you're following your own gut, and you're not letting somebody else push you out of making a decision that you feel is right. I don't know if maybe, I think it's just Elizabeth says I've changed since my mom passed away. It's like, had to make that decision, pull the plug at my sis with you. I just feel like she's at the point of like, yeah, it could cause you to hold on to some guilt, and it could be that you might need to kind of like let that guilt go. Is someone not letting you let that guilt go? Is someone making you feel guilty about it outside of her? I feel like it's not her that's being like the influence on your decisions, the outside influence. I think that I think you need to talk to her about it and let her know that maybe it might be some guilt that you have that's causing you to be a little bit different. And it certainly changes you, and I can't imagine that you would be the same person right after losing your mother, but I don't know, maybe it might be a conversation that you guys need to have and see exactly what's different about you and why it's different, and kind of dive into that a little bit. But don't let other people make you feel like you have to do something differently or kind of push you into making big decisions. Make sure that you're making those big decisions yourself. All right. Elizabeth was next, and then Tammy. Okay. And Elizabeth would like a love read. Elizabeth. Okay. I feel like these are a little bit out of order, so I'm just kind of move those around a little bit. Ten of Chalices is all about letting it all hang out. In this picture is two people kind of talking, and they've got all these cups all over the place, or their emotions all over the place. Come on, stinking camera. I'll focus better on this one. It's two people who are sitting and talking, and they've got all these cups hanging around them, and it's because they've let all their emotions out and they've let down all their walls. Now, with it being in reverse, you're not allowing yourself to be vulnerable. You're not allowing someone else in past your walls. You kind of build up these walls from past experiences. And that's okay. I'm not saying just completely drop them and let everyone in, but sometimes we might need to let a little bit out and kind of break down a little bit of the walls. Page of Swords is definitely saying take a leap of faith, because she's blindfolded while she's about to take a leap off this cliff, and she's got all these butterflies that are going to catch her because the universe has her back. Why won't this camera focus? Ugh. Take a leap of faith, kind of jump in a little bit and open up a little bit more than you normally would in a new relationship. And I feel like the King of Pentacles is really saying, like, whatever your heart's desire is there, it's yours. So if you truly want a relationship, if you want, or if you're in a relationship and you want that to work, then it's going to, if that's what you truly desire. King of Pentacles is all about kind of taking life by the horns. Everything kind of falls into their lap. Your heart's desire is yours, whatever you want. The King energy is just kind of like that, oh, I get what I want kind of feeling. Kind of victory, like everyone else kind of does it for you, where the Queen is a lot of victory as well, but it's more like you have to work really hard to get there kind of thing. King energy is just everything's kind of falling into your lap. So if you're wanting, with this pertaining to love or relationship reading, I really feel like it's saying kind of let some of those walls down, because that energy is kind of stuck there. And opening up and kind of being open and honest and allowing yourself to be a little bit more vulnerable might help a little bit with a relationship. Kind of take a leap of faith, and that could be opening up. Might feel like kind of jumping off a cliff. Does it feel like a new relationship? I do feel like it feels like a new relationship, because I really feel like there's like those walls that are up. That's really what this is. The Ten of Chalices being upside down is all about. Temperance, being patient, and kind of having that balance, knowing when enough is enough kind of deal. And that energy stuck. Ooh, and the moon is stuck too. Definitely listen to your gut feeling, your intuition. Allow yourself to let your intuition kind of feel its way around a little bit. Because the moon card is all about kind of like lighting things in the shadows, and we use our intuition to be able to do that. Things that other people might not see, we kind of light that up with our intuition, and we're able to see that a little bit. So just know that you can trust your intuition. If you feel like, okay, this might be a really good thing, I think I'm gonna open up and let down some of these walls and kind of take that leap of faith a little bit. I feel like sometimes we kind of keep those walls up to keep ourselves safe. It might be a little bit hindering right now. I'm stuck on the old one. And it could be, I think a new relationship is definitely coming, or is definitely needed. Six of Swords is all about transitioning and kind of like leaving things behind on the last cliff and kind of moving past it onto a new cliff kind of thing. So you're leaving things in the past and moving on to something new, and fresh. And I really think that it might be time to let the old one go and move on to something else. Allow yourself to open up a little bit to someone new. And the Judgment card being upside down, so judgment, like making sure you're on the right path and making that judgment call on whether or not you're wanting the right things. And it being upside down is kind of like that clouded judgment, like you're not really sure what to how to take your judgments, and you're not really sure if you're making the right judgment. But with all this stuck energy, I feel like listen to your intuition. The moon being upside down is a really big deal. I feel like it's just like you're not allowing yourself to kind of listen to that gut feeling. So definitely do that. I feel like the cards are saying it's really what you want. If you truly want the last relationship, your old relationship to work, and you can't quite move past that, then, it might be something that you can't do yet. But if you truly want to move on to a new relationship, then, you can. You just have to want it for yourself, kind of thing. Not just like, oh, I think it's time to move on. It's more of a, do I want to move on? Is this something I truly want? I think you have to accept that before you can kind of move on and be able to do it fully. That makes sense. All right, Tammy. So Tammy told me that her energy's kind of squirrely tonight. So let's see what the cards have to say. I haven't pulled any queens yet. Are we going to get all queens? Because that's just Tammy's energy. All the time. That's the stuck part. Yeah. You really have to truly want to move on. Like, truly want to move on to be able to. That's the tough part. Because if you don't let everything go, then you're never going to really be able to move on. All right, Tammy. Okay. We got King. And nothing in reverse. Let's see. As soon as I say that. Ugh. Okay. So the Hanged Man, making sacrifices, kind of putting things on hold for other people to be able to help other people move through things. Five of Pentacles, all about kind of taking a breather, recharging. I really feel like these two coincide together. Making sacrifices for other people, because I know that you're that type of person who will always make the sacrifices when someone else is in need. Five of Pentacles really warns you to make sure that you're charging yourself. You're making sure that you're not pouring from an empty cup, that you're taking care of yourself. So, it might be that you might be putting your stuff on hold to help somebody else, which I know you have been. And I feel like it's going to continue where you're going to have to keep doing that. But Five of Pentacles really kind of jumping out at me like, hey, make sure that you're taking care of yourself. You're not pouring from an empty cup. King of Wands. Again, that king energy where everything's kind of falling into place and working out for you without really having to work super hard for it. Wands being all about spirituality and passion and ideas and inspiration and all that good stuff. So all of this is going to kind of have to, or going to fall into place for you. But I think that it's more of like a if you recharge and take care of yourself, then these things are going to come. Now, I think these are separate. They're not from the same bunch. 10 of Pentacles is usually about like a legacy, but I feel like it's more family, and I know that you've been dealing with some family stuff, so I feel like there's some stuck energy with that family part. And the 10 of Swords might feel like everything just kind of just keeps happening, like it's gonna feel like everything is just negative kind of piling on, but you're gonna have to let some things go, and this energy where you have to let things go is stuck. So you're holding on to, or it might not even be you. I don't feel like it's you. I feel like it's someone in your family who's holding on to regrets and feelings for someone or something where it's holding them back from being able to move on. And it's causing them heartache and all this feeling of failure. The potential for all this creativity and passion and inspiration and spirituality is also stuck because they're not letting go. And then I feel like this one's just separate. The cards are just like, there you go. There's your female energy that you needed. I feel like this reading here is not for you particularly. I feel like it's someone from your family that you've been helping. Yeah. I don't feel like these cards are for you. They're for the person that you've been helping. But these cards are for you. They're saying like, hey, you keep making all these sacrifices and holding everything off for other people. And yeah, that's cool. And it's probably going to continue. But you need to make sure that you take care of yourself. And then that Empress energy, I just feel like the cards are just kind of like, but then you have all this good energy and all this passion and creativity. And you're able to do all these things because of this energy that's there. Hopefully that made sense. Felt like pulling another card. A lot of Wands for you. And I really feel like this goes down here too. And I keep feeling like there's more to this. 5 of Swords, drama. He's not staying out of it. He's letting it continue. And the strength. Okay, that I feel like that was like, okay, now I'm done. His strength's definitely going to come to be tested a little bit. So make sure that he's in the right mindset. He's letting go of some things so that he can move on and move past what all has gone through, what all he's gone through, and what has happened to him. And hopefully things will look up for him. If you don't know who I'm talking about, because I feel like that's a reading for him. But if you don't know who I'm talking about specifically, I'll message you later. But yeah. So Tammy, I feel like the cards were like channeling him through you. That was weird. All right, well, I think that is it for tonight. If nobody else is in here, I don't think I've seen anybody else. I think I've gotten everybody. I am my iPad going to work? Oh no. Trying to get my little thing to work, and I don't think it's going to. Oh, there it goes. I was pushing the wrong damn button. I'm sitting here, I'm like, why isn't it doing it? It was user error. Anyways, I am going to... I'm going to make myself a promise. I'm going to do a video about protection this weekend. And I'm probably going to think about something else to do a video on this weekend. I'll post those to my page. I promise. I'm saying right here, right now, I'm promising I will make these videos this weekend. I promise, okay? If I don't, I don't know. I don't want to put that bad juju on me, but I will do it, I promise, this weekend. I don't have anything else going on this weekend, so we're good. But yeah, so I will see you guys next Tuesday live. My other videos aren't going to be live, but I will post them this weekend. I hope you guys have a great week, a great weekend, and see you guys next Tuesday. Bye.